Hi, my name is Øyvind. I had planned to go fishing today, but the seas are a bit rough. It might not look that bad from up here, but I don't want to go way out there where I usually fish, so I figured out I'll try and plant some potatoes. And here is not a good spot because there's too much rock. In the past, I know this spot has been used quite a bit for carrots and potatoes. There is also a spot over here. So this is a good spot also. But I think I'm going to start here, and I'm going to plant maybe 2 by 3 meters. It will get me 3 rows, perhaps. So let's get started. It's not entirely straight, but that doesn't matter. Let's just fix the camera in place. There we go. Yep. Need a shovel. I'll start by marking up all the mark the edges a bit. This is when it comes to farming, you don't need to be very accurate. There's the shovel. At least back here is not that windy. Can't plant yet because I haven't started the potatoes yet. You have to pre-grow them in the house for 4 or 5 weeks, so they start sprouting before you put them in the dirt. So I was thinking maybe from here, 1, 2.5. First one wasn't really that long. And then up here, I can see the edges of the old potato field that used to be here, which is around here, but that's rather small, isn't it? Let's see how hard this is. The dirt, it's not that bad. Let's just start making the edge. It should be very nice soil because we have used seaweed and all kinds of stuff to fertilize this in the past. That might be a root. So the goal here is to just turn the earth. In the end. To have a proper growing space. I might have to fertilize it a bit as well with some chicken shit or cow dung. We'll see. Kind of feels good, this dirt anyway, so. This here used to be the old toilet. We don't do that anymore. Now there is running water and electricity in this house. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Along with some newborn worms. So 1.5 maybe so far. I don't think I can go that much more in that direction. So I can't bring it a little. I want 3 rows. You need to have maybe 60, 70 centimeters between each row. And some on the side. So that's approximately 2 meters. I should probably go a bit further down. And work my way up along the edge here so it's straight. I don't think it was that straight in the past. There's a rock I can feel. I need to remove some of the rocks as well. Alright, I think that's good. That's a root. So then we need to work up along the edges. Sorry for the sniffling. When it's blowing like this, my nose starts running a bit, especially when it's maybe 4 or 5 degrees outside today. It's not really hot. It goes quite deep, but I think I might have to add some soil, mix it in, because I need to make some mounds as well around the potatoes eventually. To make sure they're not exposed to light. There's another worm. That's a rock for sure. Maybe I can get around it. Yeah. I can hear it as well. Here it is. Get rid of this branch. Like that maybe. Not sure how high I should go here. I think I can start moving up the other side. Another rock. Let's see. Here is the edge. Quite a few rocks here. I'm surprised by that. Sorry about that. Just had some visitors. All this grass will just decompose eventually. So as long as I get it underneath here. Oh. Whew, this is hot. A bit scared to remove the jacket as well because the wind is cold. So if I start cooling down in this wheel, I might get sick. It's a rock. There. There. Probably hear the wind here as well, even if I have the dead cats on the microphones. Alright, let's put this back in its place. Break up the roots from the grass. So I'm by no means an expert in this, just to make that clear. Just regular knowledge you acquire growing up. And I say, rather somewhat recently they have started planting this field. I think there haven't been potatoes here in 20 years. So it's not really modern. I'm just going to collect the rocks on the side of it. Modern, what should I say? It's not that recent. But I'm still surprised of all the rocks in here. More. Let's try and keep the edges somewhat smooth at least. There we go. Oh, my back is going to be angry for starting this. So now we're going into the soil that hasn't been grown in before. There. farmer work is hard. So I might start to introduce this place a bit. Ah, there's someone working up there. This house down here, it's around 350 years old and basically been in my family the whole time. Now I'm the owner. But it's been modernized. As I said, it didn't have water or electricity for a while. But we got that 20 years ago maybe. But it has a modern bathroom at least, which is nice. And it is possible to live here. Like use it as a house, even if we don't do that. It's more like our cabin. We live not that far away from here in another house. So inside on the walls and stuff I have photos of my grand parents or something like that. This is a bit creepy sometimes. They look very stern, but in the past when you had to take a photo, you had to stand still for long and not smile because then the photo got ruined. It has so long shutter time. Let's see. And more rocks. And a worm. Show what this is. It's a worm of some type, but I was curious if it was a baby. We have some small snakes here, not the dangerous kind. In Norwegian you have the two words. You have slange, which is snake, worm, which is orm. So both of them are actually cognates to the English ones. So we only have orm worms, large ones. It's not worms like in earthworms, but it looks like a snake, just very small. Oh, camera blew down. That's crazy. And I had it centered and everything. Let me... There. Almost. Did it keep going? Yeah. That's funny. Oh, yeah. Wind might be just a bit too much right now, so I'll take a small break and check how this looks, and then start a bit later. So the weather isn't cooperating at all today. It's a bit less windy, but it's going to rain a lot the rest of the day. But I have a window now. I think about 20 minutes according to the weather radar. Without any rain. I need to figure out a way to shield the camera, I think. But now I'll just finish this section, just marking it. I think I should go a little bit higher here. One more. And I'm not going to turn it because I don't think I have time. And I'll have to finish this another day. But hopefully, I think it's in about 20 minutes it's going to start pouring down again. Yeah, don't turn it and start doing that. Let's just create the edge. I should probably get some form of an umbrella or something. That doesn't work when it's windy and When it rains here, it's usually also windy. Ah, there's a rock. There. Go around it. Luckily, these rocks aren't big. I think it's kind of strange that they're here, because this hill here has been farmed for a few hundred years. At least. This area is actually the place that was first settled in Norway. Or one of the first. I think they came around Oslo. Then down here. I'm on the very south of Norway, by the way. Almost as far south as you can get. On an island all the way out in the sea. We only have a ferry connection. But still, it only takes me 30 minutes with the ferry from my house to my work, so it's not that bad. I work in town. So yeah, the edge is at least, it's marked. I could possibly go a bit higher here. So it's straight. So I'm not going to be farming all the time here. I'll be doing some walks in the area. I'll be fishing. Mostly fishing, probably. We'll see. And a bit of farming. I'm also going to clear out all that old... Yeah, you probably can't see it here. I can actually take the camera off and put the shovel back down. I see it's actually dripping, so I was just in time. Let's see. There we go. I'll just walk down with this shovel. So here we have something which in Norwegian is called rips. It's a sour berry that's very good for jams, like for food, almost like you use what do you call it? It's cranberry in the but it's not exactly the same. But it has the same sort of sour taste, tangy taste. We have another berry here as well, which is more similar, called tydebær. There's the old well. It's not in use anymore. I just put a lock on here so that kids won't fall down. Might have to clean that out. So I'm going to clean out all this area and try to make it a nice garden. And plant some stuff there. Behind here. Have some potatoes here. And I have another farm as well on this island. So, where we have some bees and stuff. Might have make some videos there as well. That farm is not modernized. It's haven't been inhabited since the 50s. Oh, there was a boat going by. Maybe we can catch it up here and see where it's going. I'm not sure if I will go out in the boat today. Oh, wait, calm down a bit. It's going to rain a lot. And it's Easter now, so these are clearly tourists. There's a lot of tourists coming here in the summer. I see I have some rain on the lens already. Let me quickly try and fix it. No? Hello? Oh well. Should be able to get it. There we go. So yeah, my dock is down here. My boat is currently on my other dock over there. You can't see it through the trees and the houses. I usually move it here when it's not that bad weather. Here's my boathouse. It's a lot of wind. Let's go and look out on the outcrops in the sea. It's not too bad. So a day with a bit more sun, a bit less wind, then I'm gonna turn everything. And then I have to chop up, use a hoe to chop up the dirt and all the roots from the grass and stuff to make a proper growing soil. It's a bit too much sea, as we say here. This was kind of crazy. You can see here, there's a lot of markings on the and rocks laying around here and stuff, and a huge pile of rock here. Up here, the rock used to be here, and it fell down all the way here. It broke apart approximately here, and one part landed there, and the other part landed here. So we had to drill and break it apart to move it because it was large. It's very lucky that it didn't hit the outpost. You can see one small bit hit here, but I think we can just paint over it. We had to dump some of it over here as well. See the large rocks lying here. You see the issue with modern boating. Well, there's not that much today. Often a lot of plastic and shit come in here. Because the boats that are going out on the main lanes, they just dump it in the sea. Without any care. Oh, look at that. It's starting to rain now. This is a feeding or a bait box for crab and lobster pots. I'm gonna keep this. Yeah, well, I think it's starting to rain really bad now, so from out here at the sea, I'll say goodbye and see you someday when it's a bit better weather.